Hey, beautiful people. Hey. So it is I don't say December, y'all, but no, it is January the 7th, Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. And guess who finally got her CPAP? Me. I got my CPAP. I'm actually leaving the respiratory place now with my CPAP. And the woman was great. I'm so happy I finally got it. And that she's my sleep coach, she said. I'm on my way to get distilled water. She said I have to use distilled water for oh, my lips are dry. For the humidifier. So I'm on my way to do that too. And I'll take you guys along with me. So you can get anywhere. I Googled Walgreens, my local Walgreens, to see if they had any, and they had like the smart water with the electrolyte distilled water. They didn't have like just regular distilled water. So I'm going to try Dollar General, which is not too far from me. And it's also on my way home. So we will see if they have it and go from there. All right, so I am at Dollar General, and I'm going to see if they have any distilled water. Let's see. All right. Oh, they got fruit? Why is it having fruit? They got fruit in here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't think I ever knew that Dollar General had fruit. Wow. All right, that's not what I came here for. Stay focused. All right, let's see. I figure it would be what the pop is. And liquids are cold drinks. Nope. No. No water here. Come on, bruh. Maybe it's down there with the Gatorade and stuff is. Oh, there's water. Distilled water. Okay. 175, you can't beat that. Yeah, 175. So she said about 2 jugs will last a month. So let's get 2 for now. And then come back and get more when I need it. All right, talk to you guys later. So let me fix my camera a little bit here. Okay, so I'm back home, and it is nighttime. I've been home for a while, but it's nighttime. I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's my first day back to work, so I want to make sure I can try to get a good night's sleep and try my CPAP. I have the pack here. I showed you guys earlier, but this is what the bag looks like, if you can see it. She did tell me that if you travel with this on like an airplane, that it's not considered a carry-on because it's medical. So you can have this as an extra bag, which is a great. So I'll show you guys everything that comes in the bag here. So I'm going to put the phone down so you can see what is in here. All right. So first thing is the manual. She kind of set everything up for me, so I don't foresee reading my manual anytime soon. Maybe like at work or something if I'm bored, or on the weekend. This weekend I'll read it. But she pretty much went over everything with me, so I'm not going to really go too far depth into it right now. And then she gave me this pamphlet here. And you download this app here, and it tells you about your sleep, tips and learning about how to use your mask and all this other stuff. And you scan this barcode, and then it's the app is called Sleep Circle, and you have a special ID number that you use, which is on the front, but I'm not going to show you guys. So, what else do we have in here? I'm just opening this for the first time. Welcome, start here, and this kind of tells you what to do as far as downloading the app. Machine setup videos they have, how to set up your mask, try therapy with test drive, take your sleep and therapy progress. So these are different things that you can use on the app, I'm assuming. She went over a lot of stuff for me, so I really don't have to go into all that, but I will look at it. All right, so let's see how you open this thing. Oh, look, even on here it has like little pictures and stuff on what goes where. And this is ResMed CPAP. So it's pretty small. And then when I go to bed, when I get upstairs and go to bed, I'll show you guys how I have it set up in my bedroom. So it comes with the cord here. And this is where the distilled water goes in. And she said this is the max line here, but she recommends that you don't go over the letters because it can like overflow and stuff. So I'll just go by her recommendations. I don't know what this is here. I don't know. Oh, just like to split it apart. This is the machine. And it has to be plugged in, so I can't turn it on. But when I go upstairs, I'll show you guys. So this is the machine. This is the on button. This is the screen. I think you can take this off or no? Yeah, you can take this off. So this is the plastic. So I'll take that off. This is where the hose goes into. And this is where the water goes into. And then you just set it up like this. So I'm going to put this in there until I'm ready to actually set it up. Make sure I put it in right. Okay. And then this is the actual mask. Now, what I have is they have the full face mask. Then they have the nasal mask, which is just like a mask over your nose. Then they have the nasal pillows, which kind of sits in your nose like pillows. They didn't have the pillows in my size, so she gave me these. These are the nasal cradle. And she said that I have 30 days. If I don't like it, then I can, call her, let her know, and we can try the nasal mask or the nasal pillows. So I did try this one in the office. It felt okay. It felt like a little smothering, or I don't know. It just felt kind of weird. When I did my sleep study, I did the nasal mask, but I didn't want to try that. I wanted to try the pillows, but I'm gonna try the crates or cradles, and I'll see how it goes. And then this is the actual hose that connects to the mask. She said, she said you can use either one. They all connect. So this connects to the mask, and then I'm gonna take this off for now. And then this part will connect to that. So that's how it goes. So this is these are small, and you can detach these and when you want to clean them out and stuff like that. And then this is, I think, the large. Nope, I think this is the medium. This is the medium. She gave me all three. No, this is the medium. This is the medium. This is the medium. That's the small. And then this is the large, I'm assuming, because she said a small, medium, large. So we're trying the large. I'm trying the large tonight. And we'll see how it goes. So that is my CPAP. Like I said, I'm going to be going to bed soon. So I am going to show you guys how it goes on my bed. And then we will sleep with it tonight and see how that goes. Talk to you when I get there. Okay, so I got my CPAP on my nightstand. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I have it all set up here, at least this portion. I don't have the holes and stuff attached yet. So I put the distilled water in the humidifier area here up to the max, but not the total max like she said. And then it takes you through some of the questions. I didn't know it was going to ask me questions, so some of the questions you guys didn't see at the beginning, but this is where I'm at right now. The smart app is called My Air. That's really helpful for new PAP users. So it asked me if I was a new CPAP user. It asked me what my sleepiness usually is to rate it. As far as very sleepy, extremely sleepy, blah, 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 blah. So I put very sleepy, and then it said they'll check in again at 28 days to see how I'm doing. So that's cool. So now it says, has a smart app, My Air, for you CPAP, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to press OK. My Air helps you set up your device correctly, which can be harder than it looks. Okay. Wondering what therapy will feel like. My Air gives you the guided test. So it seems like this is mostly about My Air. My Air also allows you to track your progress. Do you want to set up with My Air? Yes. Set up with app. Okay. So now I'm going to set up with the app, and then I'll show you guys how that went. Okay. So I'm all set up. I went through the app, asked you a bunch of questions, and I have my mask on. I'll show you guys how I look with my mask. And this is what you see, like, at you know, when you wake up in the morning, you can see what kind of seal you had. If you had a good seal, it'll tell you. If you didn't, it'll tell you that as well. And then this is how many hours you used last night. So it's pretty much nothing because I haven't used it. And then you can go to the whole, oh, it's also Bluetooth. So I had to connect it to my Bluetooth. That shows the humidity and the power. And then you go to home, and that's the sleep view again. And then any options, if you want to change anything. She already had it set up for me, so I don't have to worry about any of that as far as the humidity. But you can increase the humidity. She said the higher, the drier. So if it's if you're too dry, you put the humidity up. And then home, go back home. And then more, if you need like the mask fit. Put your mask on and then press start to begin. So I haven't done that yet. And then that's it. So I have my mask on because I'm recording from my phone. I can't really show you. I have to like stop and do a new clip, but I'll show you what I look like with my mask. So this is what I look like with my mask, with my CPAP. So I have rollers in my hair, so it's kind of a little difficult when I put it on. It was a little tough putting it over my head, but I requested the one where the hose is at the top and not at the bottom, so that I can I hear that you can sleep better with the hose with at the top. And when I did my sleep study before at the sleep center, I had the mask, the nasal mask, and then there was coming down here the hose, and this just seems so much better. I'm a side sleeper. I sleep on my sides, on my stomach. So this actually worked better. I had to sleep on my back during the what do you call that? During the sleep study at the sleep center, and it was very uncomfortable because I'm not a back sleeper. So this is the cradle. It just kind of like sits in my nose like that. It's at the pillows where they kind of go up your nose. So I think this might be okay. Again, I said the large in the last clip, but it's not as large. It's a small. I have the small. So I'm gonna turn it on. You guys will hear it turn on. And now it's going to the auto air. So she set it at 4, and then it'll go up. You can hear me get more sounding more congested because the air is going in. So she said that during the night as I sleep, that the pressures will go up as needed, depending on how I sleep and how much pressure I need. This is designed for people who are non-mouth breathers. So being that I'm talking here, it's going to try to seal up a little bit more because it's going to feel the air leaking out of my mouth because I'm talking. So I'm going to turn it off. And I hope it doesn't keep moving during the night. But it also has like holes here so that you can so that the air can also go through here. And she said don't cover it. I'm like, why would I cover it? But she said somebody did because they were like, oh, it has holes in the top, so let me cover it. I don't plan on doing that. So this is my CPAP. See how it goes. This is probably going to get on my nerves, but we'll see. My dog is not here tonight, so I don't know how she's going to act when she sees me with this on and she hears a noise. She'll probably sniff at my face. I don't know. But I hope that this cures my sleep apnea along with the MOUNJARO, because Zepbound, MOUNJARO, is supposed to help with sleep apnea. So that is a good thing. And with weight loss, that'll help too. And hopefully I will get good night's rest. Alrighty. Well, I just wanted to show you guys how how my CPAP went, and I will check in and let you guys know how my first night went on my CPAP journey. Maybe this will be a new series. Always thinking. Good morning. It is Thursday, January the 8th, raw, uncut, haven't washed my face video or clip rather. And just wanted to let you guys know how my night went with the CPAP for the first night. And it was horrible. The machine said I had a great seal, but I just felt like there was air coming out. The air was so loud, I couldn't really sleep. I really can't sleep on my stomach, even though the hose is there. It's like if I sleep on my stomach, the strap was moving. So the nose thing, just the air was louder. And I tossed and turned all night. I did not get any sleep at all. I will say I don't feel as tired as I usually feel when I get up, but I'm still tired and I know it's the first day. So I'm going to see how the second day goes, but I'm going to call my sleep coach today, later on because I have to work, and see if I can make an appointment to get the actual nasal mask to see if that's less noisy. And I'm going to ask her about the noise because that really is what kept me up. It wasn't the actual wearing of the nasal cradle. It was just the noise from the air just in my ear, and I could not sleep. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Well, it is day 2 with my CPAP. I knew my girl was going to start smelling me, and she is. Um, and last night, again, like I said this morning, was not the best. I called my sleep coach, and she did send out a full nasal mask. So the mask that goes, Ava girls, Ava, okay. The mask that goes over your entire nose, just like not your mouth, just your nose. So I'm going to try that when it comes in. I'm going to give this another try tonight, and hopefully it won't be too bad. I was worried about how my dog was going to do. She sniffed around. Now she's all going crazy in the bed about it. So we will see. Yeah, she's going crazy. Because it's all new. But we will see. Again, I didn't sleep much last night. I'm hoping this will be a better night. This is day 2. We'll see how it goes with day 3. And also once I get my nasal mask. All right. Good morning. So, this is the next morning, and I was a little bit better as far as the noise. I actually changed the size of the nasal cradle. Instead of the small, I put on the medium. That helped a little bit. Still tossed and turned a little bit, but got a little bit more sleep. It was less noisy. I haven't brushed my teeth. I mean, washed my face. I'm letting my water run so I can brush my teeth. I'm sorry. So my face is like all cracked up. Sorry, it's just like real and uncut. But I found that I feel like I'm getting congested from the mask, and I'm getting another headache. So from the nasal cradle. So I think the full mask on my nose at least will be a little bit better. So I'm going to try that tonight because I remember that I had one from when I had my sleep study. The guy told me I could take the mask home. So I'm going to try that tonight and hopefully that'll be a little bit better. But day 2 wasn't too bad. It's just now I think it's just congestion and also still congested from COVID. So just working with that, but at least it's getting a little bit better. So I just got off work and wow, my nasal mask came in pretty quick. It was delivered by UPS, and this is the AirTouch ResMed N20. So I'm gonna see how it looks. I gotta hurry up because I have a doctor's appointment soon, so I need to take a shower. But anyways, so this is the full nasal mask, and it is small. This is the box. That's what it's supposed to look like, and that's what it looks like it's gonna be on my face. Huh. Let's see. I am so congested, you guys. Replace signs of deterioration. Clean with alcohol-free wipes. Clean with alcohol-free wipes. This is for the cushion. Oh, let's see. I don't have my tripod, so I'm so tired, y'all. Looks like. Oh, my tripod's over there. I'm so tired. I didn't even know my tripod was over there. So unfortunately, this is not the one where the holes will be at the top. But at this point, do I care? No. I just want to get a good, nice rest. Feel like I'm tired more today than any other time. So I'm assuming this goes into here. Let's see. I'm assuming this goes into here. My hands are dry too. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. This is the holes. This is the mask. Small. It's for my nose. When I get back from my doctor's appointment, I'll probably just show you guys how I put it up. But I'm running late, so I'll be back. Well, it is technically day 4, but it's the daytime. And day 3, nighttime, would have been yesterday, which was Friday, and today is Saturday, January the 10th. And I am actually coming from the pharmacy picking up my subscription because I have a sinus infection. So I did not wear my CPAP last night. I was congested yesterday. My ears were popping. I felt nauseous, dizzy. I was like, I don't know if I have some type of, fullness from respiratory situation because I just got over COVID. And I also had the flu earlier this month. If it's that, or if the CPAP, the nasal cradle, is just causing so much pressure that I'm congested and I can't take the nasal cradle. So I was going to wear the mask since I got the mask yesterday. But I was like, I don't want to take a chance. I think I'm just going to see how I feel in the morning without the CPAP to see if it's really just the CPAP. So when I woke up this morning, I still felt congested. My ear was still pounding. I had a headache. So I was like, okay, it's not just the CPAP. Even though I think the CPAP has contributed to it, I don't think it's just the CPAP. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to urgent care. And I'm going to see what they think and, what I should do. I was definitely not going to the ER, and my primary is closed, obviously, because it's a Saturday. So I went to urgent care. She did an exam of my nose, my ears, vital signs, all that good stuff. And determined that my ears are fine. It's not an ear infection. So I thought it might be an ear infection or a sinus infection. And she said it was a sinus infection. She said my nose looks the left side, which where my ear is pounding. That nostril is inflamed. There's like purulent or pus-like drainage there, and God, I can't talk. And the pressure from all of that, and probably the CPAP too, she said, caused all of this that's going on, besides the fact that I'm trying to get over COVID and the flu. So she said all of that in one scenario is causing this congestion and infection that I have. So I had an antibiotic ordered. She ordered Flonase and Afrin. So I have to use the Afrin for 2 days, then use the Flonase, and of course the antibiotics twice a day for 7 days. Oh, I hate that because I'm already nauseous from my MOUNJARO, and then this is gonna cause nausea. So I bought some more yogurt at the grocery store too, because that helps sometimes with the antibiotics for me. So that is that, and my pressure was a little higher, which is not surprising. It was like in the 140s, like 140 over 84, something like that. She said that's probably because I didn't use my CPAP and also everything that's going on with me, because my pressure are usually like in the 110s, 120s. Of course, if it's, I'm going to continue to check my blood pressure, and if it continues, then of course I'll call my primary, which I have an appointment with her in the next 2 weeks. So that's that. I'm rambling, but I wanted to let you guys know that I didn't wear my CPAP last night, and I'm going to wear it tonight. I'm going to wear the nasal mask that I got yesterday, and hopefully that will be be a lot better. And if I need to, then I'll wear the full mask, because they do say when you're congested that it's better to have a full mask, but I probably won't be able to get that till next week. So hopefully this nasal mask won't be too bad. But that is the plan, and just wanted to keep you guys updated that I did not wear my CPAP. All right, talk to you later. All right, well, this is the 4th night. I told you guys about the 3rd night that I didn't put it on at all. Tonight I have on the new mask, which is the full nasal mask. This is the one that not the exact model, but this is the mask that I used when I did my overnight sleep study. It was a different brand, I think, too, but it was this pretty much. But this one has more cushion on it than the other one, and it's kind of shaped a little different. I don't feel so suffocated, I guess, if that's the word. So I'm thinking this might be a little bit better. I mean, still uncomfortable having something plugged in, something over your nose and not your mouth. And the air I will have to get, of course, used to, but I'm hoping that I don't get too congested, since I'm already, having the sinus infection, that it won't be too bad. And then I got to make sure that I clean this tomorrow too, especially with having the sinus infection. And the other mask, remember, it had the holes over the face. So I got to get used to this too. I am a side and stomach sleeper. I won't be able to sleep on my stomach. So we're going to see how it goes. We'll see how it goes and talk to you in the morning. So it is Sunday morning, January the 11th. And, excuse me, I haven't even got up, washed my face or anything, but just wanted to, update you guys that I, completed the night with the new mask, the new nasal mask, and it was much better. The congestion is still there, but not as bad. There's no ear pounding. The holes wasn't loud, and I was able to sleep on my stomach. I toss and turn, but I always toss and turn, so hopefully it'll get better as I start wearing the CPAP. But it wasn't bad at all. I turned the humidity up, and the only thing I did adjust the mask a couple times laying on my left side for some reason. And I think because I had the humidity up, that it ran out of water. So in the middle of the night, I had to what do you call that? Put more water in it. And for some reason, it was like water coming out of the mask as well. So I got to figure out why that happened. If maybe the way I had the holes or what. But one day at a time, figuring it out. But I'm glad I was able to get better sleep last night. Do I feel like, oh, wow, this thing cured me and I'm 100%? No. But I don't feel as tired as I usually feel in the mornings. And it said I got now 9 hours of sleep. But I got up a couple times to pee. So was it like 9 straight hours? And then also to fill up the humidity. But it was a better night. And we'll see how tomorrow night goes. Alrighty, people. It is day 5 of wearing my CPAP or my CPAP journey, whatever we want to say. And I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. So I am hoping that this will be a good night as well and that the nights will get better. Alrighty, we'll check in the morning. Oh, well, it's the next morning and I'm feeling congested again. So I gotta get up for work. But I am going to call the sleep coach to see if I can get a full face mask, at least while I have the sinus infection, because I like sleeping last night wasn't that bad. But when I woke up this morning, I felt the congestion in my nose and my ears. I don't have a headache, so that's good. But I think with these extra congestion from the sinuses being inflamed, that I will need the full face mask. So I'm going to call my sleep coach today. Oh, I just don't want to wear the full mask. But we will see. But I slept okay. A little tired, but not like usual. And we'll see what happens. Hey, it is Monday, January the 12th, day 5 of day 6, I think. Day 6 of using the CPAP. And tonight might be my last night wear this for a while. I talked to the my sleep coach, and I'm gonna go tomorrow and get fitted for the full face mask, just because of the sinus infection and the congestion that I have with the sinus infection. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, I'm very sleepy. Talk to you later. All right, so it's the next morning. I'm kind of rushing today because I am running late for work, getting up for work. Sorry, I had to turn my light off. So it wasn't too bad of a night, but for some reason the hose was making noise in the middle of the night. So that kind of woke me up during the middle of the night, and trying to fix that was so annoying. I thought it was the water, but it wasn't. And I didn't get a lot of sleep like I wanted to, but I'm not as congested, so I think that is a good thing. So it might not be too bad, and maybe the nasal spray is working too. The decongestant is working too. So all in all, not too bad, but I'm still going to go today and get fitted for my mask to see how that go, the full face mask. That way I'll have at least 2 options if I'm congested, but wasn't too bad of a night except for the noise, the noise and the holes. And I'm still like tossing and turning, which I did before the CPAP, so I'm hoping that that helps. I did notice that I'm having more palpitations with the CPAP. I have a history of palpitations, but I thought this would help get rid of it. At least that's what my cardiologist thought too. So I'm gonna let my doctor know when I go next week. So there we are. All right. So I ended up going to my sleep coach, like I said, and I got a new mask. It's the full face mask, but it's so much smaller. She had me try it on, obviously. I have it in a small, and it's the ResMed AirFit F30. And I asked her because I belong to the CPAP group on Facebook. I don't know if I told you guys that, but it's called Ladies of the Night or something like that. It's just for women. And I saw people talking about different hoses, and one of my coworkers also talked about a heated hose. So I ended up getting the heated hose, and she kind of explained how to use that. But I will show you guys how I connect the heated hose to the machine when I get ready to go to bed tonight. She explained about like the temperature, and the hotter it is, sometimes people get a little hot, but the hose helps with any wetness in your mask. And it also like kind of helps with the humidity too, like I guess keeping the humidity up when you increase it or whatever level you have it as. So I believe that's what she said, but she definitely said it helps with like keeping the mask dry. So I'm happy I got that. And she said my insurance will cover this, no cost to me. And the heated hose will be covered when I ask for more supplies, whatever that copay is. But she gave this to me for free for right now. So I'm going to open everything so you can see what it looks like. And then tonight I will show you guys what it looks like on my face, and also the actual connection of the hose. I want to put you on my tripod, but I don't think it's gonna work. All right, so let me show you the mask. Open up the mask here. I really should have put this on my tripod. All right, so I ended up putting my phone on my tripod because it just will work out better. All right, so this is a picture of what it will look like on your face. Just trying to look at what it says here. It's questionable latex, so I don't know. It's made in Singapore. What is made in America anymore, you know? All right. So I'm gonna keep this package, when I put it up, when I go to bed, I'm gonna keep it in the package just so I can look at the picture. So this is what the mask looks like. It kind of goes over your, under your nose and in your face, but you'll see it when I put it on tonight. I like that. This has a connector here, this part here. Let me show you that. Oh, it also comes with this when you're getting fit, but she didn't do that. She just grabbed the small because everything else I wear is small as far as the CPAP, so, and it works perfectly. And this is the manual comes in. So this is the nose part, and it's called the AirFit F30, if I didn't say that. AirFit F30. So this goes under your nose. This is the bottom part. This part here clips on. And she said, if you have to go to the bathroom, you just take this off. You don't have to take the whole mask off. I love that. And it's already connected to the hose. So that's cool. So that's how it works with that. Perfect. So that's the mask. Put that back in here until I'm ready to go to bed. And then this is the heated hose. So I feel like it's not that long, which is fine. Oh yeah, it's pretty long. It's long enough for where my CPAP is. So you probably can't see it. I don't know what I'm doing with these angles. And I can't really show you how long it is, but it's long enough. And you'll see how long it is when I show you tonight. So this part goes in a certain area, and then this portion here goes to the back, and this part hooks up to your actual mask. So let's pretend we're gonna hook it up now. Do 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 do. Hold music. Do 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 do. All right, so hook this part up here, and then this goes in here, and then there you go. And then that'll go up to this part will go to the machine. So we'll hook all this up tonight, and I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, so I pulled some of it out, but let's get the slim line, the old holes out of the CPAP. And, excuse me, I'm gonna put the new one in. So this is that portion that I was telling you guys about, and then it goes in here. So do that. All right. So it just snapped in. All right, so that is in. And look at my Gus. Hey, Ava Gus. Look at my doggy. Look at my doggy Gus. Hello, Gus. So I attached the holes to the mask. And now I'm going to play with the settings to see how it goes. So she said that when I turn it on, go to more options. Oh, and there's the climate control. And she said you can set it to auto or you can change it to manual. I'm going to leave it auto and see what happens, see how it goes. And that's good. So we'll see how it goes tonight with the auto, and I'll show you what I look like with the mask. So this part should be under your nose, which it is. And then this part I did have to tighten a little bit, so you would just kind of take these and tighten it. I didn't really have to tighten this one, so that's good. And then this is like supposed to be somewhere up here, but I have my pineapple up here for my hair and my bonnet, so it's not gonna fit. And I don't think it will fit when I have rollers either. I'll have to adjust it, but I don't have any rollers in my hair. But this is it. I'm gonna see how it is with the temperature control. So this might count against me that I took my mask off, but that's fine. So I have it on. I don't really have water in there, but I want to see how the air feels. Yeah. It's not too bad. I really can't talk a lot with it because I feel like it's pressure put so much air in my mouth. And it's at the lowest, it's at 4. But I feel like it's a lot. What is this? It feels like looks like something black is in here. But I think that's just my face. So this I notice does move a lot. I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it's good if you wanna when you change positions, but I don't know. And it is currently on still the lowest at 4 for the pressure. But I will say that not having it on my nose feels a little less constricted than the actual full mask that I thought would feel more constricted and I feel more suffocated. Of course, it's a weird, but It's not so far as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I'll see how the night goes. See you in the morning. Good morning, good morning. Sorry, getting ready to go downstairs and get on the walking pad. Just woke up. Just wanted to let you guys know how it went with the full mask, face mask for my CPAP last night. And it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't too bad. I'm not like a big fan of it. Oh, I got this on there. I still woke up congested. That didn't change, and it could be because I still have the sinus infection that needs to work out. Not sure how much help the heated hose was. I don't know. It was okay, but I don't know. Again, it's the first night with it. What else? My mouth. Oh, she did warn me that my mouth might be a little dry, and it definitely was dry. Like I have a cough drop right now, that I'm sucking on because it was definitely drying. It definitely dried my mouth out. So, um, didn't like that so much, but she did kind of warn me. Um, Felt more suffocated out than the nose. Not like unbearable suffocated, but it just wasn't that comfortable. The back of my head hurts. So I think I didn't sleep well as far as neck wise. So that's probably going to be an issue. I probably have to loosen it. All in all, I think the nasal one I like better, but I'm going to wear it again tonight and see how it does, see how I do. And until I'm done with the antibiotics, I'll probably wear this to help with the congestion. That's where we're at right now. Good morning. So it is January the 15th, Thursday, and I didn't wear my CPAP. You can see it hanging up there. I didn't wear my CPAP last night. I actually fell asleep early, so I fell asleep without it. And I wanted to see how congested I was going to be also without it, how I would feel without it. And I'm still congested. So it's not just a CPAP. It's a sinus infection and probably my retinitis and the CPAP on top of it. It's just a lot. So when I see my doctor next week, we're going to have to figure this out. But I'm going to wear it again. I'm going to wear it tonight. It's been a week and I've only worn it 5 times. So I got to wear it tonight. Alrighty. Talk to you guys later. Okay, this is the full mask again, and it is day 7, my 7th day of wearing the CPAP, but it's my 2nd day of wearing the full mask. So we'll see how it goes. Not that comfortable with this one, but again, gotta give it another try until I feel like my sinus infection is pretty much gone. I fell asleep. I had to realize I fell asleep, woke up, put this on, and I forgot my antibiotic. So that's a no-go. Ugh. So hopefully that doesn't mess up my antibiotic schedule. I was exhausted, so we'll see how everything goes. Oh, boy. Good morning. It is the next day, and I don't feel as congested this morning as I did the first day I wore the hybrid face mask. So that's a good thing. Again, I end up putting the mask on in the middle of the night because I fell asleep. So I only got, it looks like the app says 5 hours of usage. So, hey, better than nothing. But I don't feel as tired either. I didn't wake up with palpitations, so that's good. The mask wasn't as suffocating, but I still think it's like too tight on my neck because my neck, I can feel it. So I have to figure that out. But it wasn't too bad. Um, but I only wore it for 5 hours, so that could be why too. But I'm gonna try again tonight, and here we are, my first week, moving into my second week. All right, well, this is the weekly wrap up. I want to do like the weekly wrap up for this journey, just to kind of put things into perspective. If I didn't mention, it is Friday, January the 16th, and I started my CPAP journey Wednesday, January the 7th. Yeah, January the 7th. So even though it's Friday, we're just going to talk about Wednesday to Wednesday for the first 7 days. So, excuse me. Um, how I feel within this first 7 days. There's days when I feel discouraged. There's days that I feel good waking up in the morning, and still sometimes by the middle of the day, I'm exhausted. Um, like as far as sleep, like I want to go to sleep or take a nap, and that's a sign of sleep apnea. So I'm not cured, but it's only been 7 days, and hopefully eventually that will um come to pass. Um, how I feel about wearing the CPAP, mixed feelings. Like, I know it's a necessity. There's so many conditions um, that can happen with having sleep apnea and not having it treated, such as heart disease, afibrillation, irregular heart rhythm, and cardiac death. So it's very important. I know that, but it's very frustrating when you're learning. And maybe it's going to be frustrating for the rest of my life, but it's very frustrating. Because you're trying to get the right mask, you're trying to sleep with this noise of air. The hole sometimes is in the way. The mask sometimes, if you toss and turn, it doesn't move, but it can like move a tad bit, so you have to adjust it. Um, sometimes if it's too snug, it doesn't move, but then it's too snug on the back of my head and I have neck pain or I have a headache. It's a lot of adjustment, but we are getting there. So right now, my sinus infection feels like it's getting a little bit better. So I'm hoping that the congestion won't be as bad. Using the Flonase. I think I'm going to probably use the Flonase at night before I go to bed. That way, when I put the mask on, at least I have that working for me as well. This heated hose right up there is a lifesaver. I had it the first night that I tried the face mask, which is there, and I wore it last night. The first night was a no-go. I hated it. Second night, again, a lot better, not 100%, but a lot better than the first night. And I think the heated hose worked well too. I will say though, with my hot flashes, I feel like the heated hose intensifies the hot flashes, like upper body wise and my face and stuff and my neck. But it could be mental, but I don't know because I get hot flashes during the night because I'm 50 and I'm going through perimenopause, blah, 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 blah. So that doesn't help. But it doesn't, like, the hose is dry. It may be helping my congestion because it's the second night, and the first night, of course, it's not going to be a miracle worker. So we'll see. But I'm glad I got the heated hose. The mask, the facial mask, still not getting used to it. Hopefully eventually I will. I don't think it's going to be a long-term thing where I'll use a face mask every night. I think eventually I'll switch between the face and the nose. That is a plan as long as my congestion isn't too bad. That's what I like to do. I am still having the neck pain. I talked about that. And I think that's mostly with my pillow, the CPAP, um, and just not stretching enough. So I gotta work on that. I think I have to adjust the ties for the CPAP for the face I have to get my neck pillow that I only use twice. I have to retry it, and I have to do more stretches. That's the plan. I noticed that with the mask that I am having, like, I don't have the best skin. I'm working on getting my skin, but I really need to see a dermatologist. But I feel like the mask is contributing to some zits in my face. Like I have a zit here, and I have a zit here, and I had one here. And um I haven't had zits in a while since I started on MOUNJARO, and of course been doing my skincare a little bit more. I barely have, I mean, a lot more, not a little bit more, but I barely have any zits or any breakouts. And I just noticed with the mask that I'm having those. So I gotta see what I can do about that as well. Cleaning. So they say you should clean every day. My sleep coach said you don't have to clean every day, but I've been cleaning every day with just like Dawn soap and water. I bought a hose cleaner from Amazon, so I'll have to use that because I really don't. The way that the hose needs to be cleaned, I'm really not cleaning it that well. So um, I do that in the morning, on the weekends, and then at night, not at night, but in the morning on the weekdays before I leave for work. So most of the time it's 100% dry. Sometimes it's not, but do the best that I can. That's probably why the zits are going too. But I also bought some wipes from Amazon too. They're called CPAP wipes. So I'm going to use those too, like if I need to rush and clean it off or just clean off in general. So that's what's going on with the cleaning. I also from Amazon, I bought 2 air purifiers. One for my room and then one for downstairs because I'm downstairs sometimes too. My bedroom's upstairs. So I bought that this week. Just trying to learn different things that'll help me with congestion and also just being comfortable with the CPAP. I see my doctor next week, so I'm going to talk to her about congestion, dry mouth. Oh, I have dry mouth with the mask, on the face. I didn't have dry mouth with the nose, but of course with the mask, I have the dry mouth. So I'm going to talk to her about that as well. Some people recommend, um, taping your mouth, I think, but I'm not doing that. And someone else recommended some type of gel, I think. I have to look more into it, but that's what's going on with that. And I've been like eating a cough drop before bed, hoping that would help. And I feel like this morning my mouth wasn't that dry. So maybe a cough drop helps too. And of course, I got to increase my hydration. I drink like 64 to 72 ounces because of the MOUNJARO. But I feel like I need to go up to at least 100, maybe 88 to 100. I don't know, but definitely more than what I'm doing now. I think that's going to be a thing. Um, Another thing I noticed this week, I don't urinate. Like the first day, I urinated twice, and I don't know why. Twice in the middle of the night, maybe my nerves. But the times that I have used the CPAP, within the 7 days, I noticed that I don't pee in the middle of the night as much or as soon. Like I usually would pee in the morning between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock sometimes at the latest. But I notice it's like 5, sometimes 3, depending on what time I go to bed. So I think that's kind of helping, I guess. I don't know. They said that's a sign of sleep apnea. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. As far as my first week, you guys know I didn't do the full 7 days. I skipped 2 days. But this following week, the next 7 days, I plan on wearing it every day just to, make sure I'm compliant and also see how it goes, as far as how I'll feel. So that's where we're at. And if you're on this journey, comment, let me know tips, tricks. Let me know how you're doing. How the first 30 days went, if you can remember, how the first year's going, how everything's going. Help a sister out because I'm struggling, but I'm gonna hang in there. And I appreciate you guys for hanging in there and watching this video. Like and subscribe if you want. My videos are about weight loss. CPAP is going to be helpful for my weight loss journey because better sleep helps you with your weight loss. So that's another benefit of this. Um besides cardiac death. But what was I gonna say? What was I saying? Oh, so if you want to, subscribe to my channel for weight loss documentation, because that's all I'm doing. I'm not like giving advice or anything. Just telling you what's working for me and how it's going for me, and the ups and downs of my weight loss journey, and the ups and downs of my CPAP journey. So again, comment, like, and subscribe. Be blessed. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe, and peace out.